what's up YouTube? Welcome to part 10, and this is the final part of my series on how to make an exercise more challenging. Today I want to talk about the decelerative forces. So we're referring to the decelerative forces. Let's think about a car. And if a car is moving very quick, then it slams on the brakes. It's going to take a lot of force for that car to stop when it's going at a very high speed. Now if the car is going slow, and then we hit the brakes, there's less force that the car needs to stop. So when we think about exercises, this concept applies to exercise as well. So a good example could be seen with a forward lunge. So as we lunge forward, the decelerative forces are much higher when compared to a reverse lunge. There's a lot more eccentric stress when we go with a forward lunge compared to a reverse lunge. Similar can be seen with a bear crawl. When we do a forward bear crawl, it's much easier to do a forward bear crawl because the decelerative forces are less when compared to a reverse bear crawl. We have more eccentric stress. The higher the decelerative forces are, the more challenging the exercise is going to become. So, to give you one example where this would apply, or we really need to think about things, is if we have a client with, say, a knee issue, and a forward lunge is something that may bother their knee a little bit when they go forward. To reduce the decelerative forces, we can have them lunge to a plate or some sort of elevation. That way, they don't have to go all the way to the ground, where the decelerative force or eccentric stress is going to be a little bit higher. By reducing that range a little bit, creates less force, make it a little bit easier on the knee joint. So that's one way we may apply that to the context of working with a client. So, one last way to kind of think about making an exercise more challenging. Hope you guys enjoyed this series and were able to take away a few things that you may have not known, and hopefully you can apply this to your own training.